I'm Dale Smith for Looney Politics, and as Parliament returns, there's some things we should be paying attention to on the order paper. One of those things is the fact that a number of housekeeping bills is starting to pile up. And these are fairly innocuous things like certain regulatory modernization or harmonizing aspects of Quebec civil law with common law in the rest of the country, or making some changes to the Interpretation Act around Indigenous consultation and title, or even some cleaning up around the Chemical Convention, or the Chemical Weapons Convention, which has a few discrepancies with the way Canadian law is currently structured and needs to be fixed. These are all things that should be fairly simple to do, and yet they've been sitting on the order paper for months and in some cases years, and they have not yet been debated. A lot of these bills the government decided to introduce in the Senate, which is a tactic they often will do if it's a technical or just a strictly housekeeping bill, in order for them to do the kind of hard work or the heavy lifting up front, and then that makes it easy for the House of Commons to just basically check over their work and pass it, and then it goes to royal assent. But they haven't even gotten that far yet. A lot of these bills haven't even seen second reading, and that's a pretty big deal for things that should really take a few afternoons to get taken out of the way. Now, part of this is because the government spent so much of their time on their big items like budget bills and some of the big ticket items that are part of their affordability packages and so on. And those take up a lot of time because of the procedural warfare that goes on. And when you add in budget bills and estimates, that doesn't leave a lot of time for other things as well. And that's a problem. These are the kinds of things that Parliament needs to deal with. It's not sexy and it's kind of boring, but that's part of their jobs. These are things that need to be taken care of to ensure that the laws of the country are working properly. And if they can't do that, then that's a problem. Now, we may think that certain opposition parties are trying to be obstructionists for the sake of making the government look ineffective. That may be true. But the government House Leader also has an obligation to make sure that this kind of stuff gets done, because this is the important work that MPs need to do. So as Parliament resumes, let's see if they can actually get it done. For Looney Politics, I'm Dale Smith.